So, what piece of advice would you give to someone who is out there right now and is dealing with a hardship, maybe a loss or anything else? How do they turn that pain into purpose like you did?
Mm, I would say first just pray. I would say pray before everything. Just,
Mhm.
take a seat back, relax, pray, and then look in the mirror and just find your hobbies, find your niche, like of what you love to do and just really incorporate that for real, for real. So
Mhm.
I would say, yeah, just look in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? Look in the mirror, think shit out before you just start doing stuff and everything, and just keep a good head on your shoulder for real. Like, don't dwell. I mean, you can
Mm.
dwell a little bit, but it's life. You know how life is. Life gonna keep going. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of see that for certain people when I be on the gram and they lost somebody, and just black screen, black screen, black screen, black screen. But
Mm.
black screen ain't going get you back on your feet. A black screen ain't going. You probably miss an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? It's
Yeah.
just like dwell on it behind the scenes, but end of the day, you got a job to do. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you got going on. So
Mhm.
I would say just chase your dreams, just use that as motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do this for the loved one who I lost. Like I know they know I want to be a aspiring cook or whatever. So I
Mhm.
got to do this for them. So just use
Mhm.
them as motivation.
Yeah. So, for people who maybe aren't as good at networking or getting their name out there, or like, because I feel like at this point in our lives, like you're 26, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so same. So, we're kind of at like a pivotal point, right?
Yeah.
Because at this point in my life, I can genuinely say that I see exactly how those people who are 60 are like, oh, I let my dreams pass. I don't know what happened in life. You do know what happened because when you were 26, you didn't do anything. You stayed
Absolutely.
in that job because it was safe.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And then at some point, you 10 years in, you're looking at towards that pension. You're
Yes.
not looking at your dream anymore. So I see exactly how it happens. How do you or what advice would you give to someone to get out of that rabbit hole, right? Like just take that leap of faith on themselves.
Um, just do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Just do it. Step out of your comfort zone. That's the most corniest, not the most corniest
No.
quote, but it's like that's real shit though. Like you have to step out of your comfort zone. Even though, okay, you step out and you probably didn't live up to the expectations that live wanted to accomplish. So what? Because at the end of the day, you stepped out of your comfort zone. So me personally, I love stepping out of my comfort zone because you'll never know what type of blessings that you kind of, I would say,
Like attract.
yes,
Yeah.
you feel
You can bring
me?
it in.
And that's the biggest thing. And I kind of have conversation with people right now about that. It's like, people are stuck right now, especially 26. Like our age is jacked up right now as far as people we know.
Mhm.
And one thing I just be trying to tell them is like, look, like just because the ball drop or whatever sport you played, that's not your identity. You know what I'm saying? Like find something. If you like to write or poems, whatever type of shit, that should be your next plan B, or just use that love that you had for basketball and put it into that. I feel as
Mhm.
though everybody just got caught in the dang, I'm not a basketball player no more. Like, what I'm fucked. No, you're not. Like,
Yeah. No,
it's
you're not.
still
No, that's a great point. I think being from here, because, Maryland, like we're a small state,
Mhm.
but we are like the mecca in so many ways of basketball, right?
Absolutely, for surely.
So a lot of people like that is what we do. We live, breathe it. So like when it's taken away, a lot of people don't have that identity beyond just being an athlete.
I know.
So that's really why I wanted to start this podcast, Beyond Ballin, because I want people to see themselves as beyond just an athlete. And I want like, other people to see like there's a little boy who sees himself in you, right? Who was playing basketball, who has dreams of doing other things into fashion, into helping people, who now knows that there's an opportunity after the ball drops.
Mhm.
But I don't know. I think it's just so hard nowadays because of,
'Cause I think people, okay, like you said, yes, yes, it was basketball or die, really, coming up here.
yes, for
But
sure.
I think you just shout out to my mama for real. Like she was like, look, you ain't just no basketball player. Like, oh, go to that kickback, go to that Sweet 16, or go here. So it's like I think you just have to start early, like,
Mm.
okay, you get your 2-a-day workouts in, but shoot, just go have some fun, enjoy your social skills. I feel as though a lot of people don't have good social skills because it's
That's another point.
like because
That's
it's
gonna be a whole
like
'nother podcast episode because, I mean, people don't,
No,
they don't
like
look in people's eyes anymore. I think something has to do with the phone. Ain't nothing in there.
a little bit.
I think it has to do with a lot of different things. That would be a whole nother episode I need to unpack because you're right.
No,
The
that's a
social
great one.
skills
Yes.
are like lacking. But I look at it like this, there's not a lot of people who can go in a room and talk to people. So it's more people for me to talk to,
Damn.
at
Yeah,
the end
that's
of the
hard.
day.
Yeah, that's hard. I ain't gonna lie.
Right? Like if you can't, that's cool. It's more room for those people who can. And you don't have to be perfect at it, right? But I think the first step is wanting to, right?
Yes.
And getting out of your own head. So anybody who's watching this, like even if you get nervous walking into a room and networking, just try. You know, the worst thing that can happen is nobody talks to you, which will never happen because people love talking.
Yes, they do.
Look at us.
We're talking.
We're talking. We love it. So people love talking. Like, don't ever think that somebody's not going to talk to you. Like,
That's facts.
just introduce yourself and maybe give your business card or just say what you want to do. And you'll feel like it's going to be reciprocated. Trust me. Come back here and comment that it happened to you.